of May was consumed by the search for a new prime minister and discussions of who else would be appointed to serve in Haiti's transitional government until 2026. Reporting indicates that between 60 and 200 people were vying for the prime minister position. In the end, only 5 candidates were interviewed by the Presidential Council. All 5 of these candidates were men, and Garry Conille emerged the victor. He was sworn in on June 3rd. As with the selection of the Presidential Council members, the selection for the Prime Minister position also lacked transparency. We don't know how they ultimately arrived at Garry Conille, what the metrics were, if there were any, for selecting Haiti's new Prime Minister. This is the person who will head Haiti's government for the next year and a half. So who is Garry Conille? The Haitian Times published an article that outlines some key things to note about Garry Conille, which highlight his lifelong proximity to power and the political elite in Haiti. Garry Conille was born on February 26, 1966, and raised in Port-au-Prince. His father, Dr. Serge Conille, served as the Minister of Sports and Youth in the Jean-Claude Duvalier government. Jean-Claude Duvalier is the son of François Duvalier, otherwise known as Papa Doc, who declared himself president for life in the 60s and developed the Tonton Macoute, secret police who intimidated, extorted, and murdered perceived threats to the regime. Garry Conille's father was reportedly close to the head of the Tonton Macoute, Roger Lafontaine. Garry Conille is married to Betty Rousseau, the stepdaughter of another longtime political figure, Marc Bazin. Marc Bazin was the Minister of Finance and Economy in the 80s, also under Baby Doc. And in the 90s, after the military coup that ousted Haiti's first democratically elected president, Jean-Bertrand Aristide, Marc Bazin ruled as Prime Minister and de facto president of this military regime. Not only have Garry Conille's family members occupied positions of power in either undemocratic or corrupt governments, he also served as prime minister for a brief period of time in the government of Michel Martelly, which is notorious for its corruption. Although it appears that the reason why Garry Conille's tenure as prime minister was so short-lived is because he was asking questions about the Petrocaribe funding and sounding the alarm about Martelly's connections to armed groups. Prior to serving as Martelly's prime minister, Garry Conille served as chief of staff for Bill Clinton when Clinton was appointed to be the United States Special Envoy for Haiti. Clinton was later responsible for helping with reconstruction after the 2010 earthquake. The initiative overseen by Bill Clinton to coordinate the UN and international earthquake response did not meaningfully or sustainably help with Haiti's reconstruction, and its mandate did not get renewed the following year in 2011. A person is not the sum of their connections and family ties, but it's important to consider Garry Conille's history as we evaluate how he came to become Haiti's latest prime minister and as we watch to see what kind of leader he is going to be, what impact he is going to make on the country in these next 19 months. It's a shame that the process for selecting a prime minister and all 9 members of the Presidential Council did happen behind closed doors, because it undermines trust in this new system being established and in everyone operating in this system. Each of these individuals should have had to make their case to the Haitian people or be vetted publicly before their appointment so that they could tell us who they are and what they stand for, but they didn't. It's concerning because the stated goals of this process are that this transitional government is supposed to bring Haiti back to democratic and constitutional order and strengthen the rule of law. And yet, to get there, undemocratic and unconstitutional measures are being used. This transitional government is supposed to facilitate free and fair elections in Haiti, but how is the Haitian population supposed to meaningfully participate in an election and support its results when they don't even trust the people running the election? Some other things to quickly note about Garry Conille. He is a medical doctor by training. His education includes a doctorate in medicine at the State University of Haiti. He has a master's in health policy and health administration from the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and he has a certificate of specialty in obstetrics and gynecology from Haiti's Isaïe Gentil Maternity Hospital. He has written several texts on healthcare issues in developing countries, including Haiti. For over 25 years, he served in various roles in the United Nations and international NGOs. He arrived in Haiti on Saturday, June 1st, and presented his new cabinet on Wednesday, June 12th.